Hello, is it working? I don't know. Let's see if people can hear me. Whew. Maybe no one will join, which would be fine with me because I've had a day. I've had a day. I wonder if anyone. Oh, there's one person. One person's here. One person did a like. So welcome. This is our customary hour to play some of the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Hi, Jim. Oh my God, it's so nice to have you here. Long story, I got the train all the way back from Dorset, and when I got home, I just took all my clothes off and put them in the washing machine because I'm very fearful of bed bugs, and there's an epidemic. And then not only that, we had a burglary in our building, and I'm on the Residents Association, so I had to go and talk to the concierge office, who aren't very helpful to us because they offer the posh people who live in the paid-for flats. And so I went with this lovely neighbour who they'd lied to, and the police asked for CCTV footage and they said, we don't manage the building. So I went down to say, I'm just confirming that you do handle security and communal areas. And they said, yes. And my poor neighbour said, oh, they lied to my face about that. And the only discernible difference between me and her is I'm older, I look white, I'm white passing, and she doesn't look white. She's a different colour. And I said, do you think they're just being racist? But they actually lied in front of the police and said they couldn't give the police CCTV footage, but they could have done. So I'm going to have to write a complaint now. So that's why this chat is very delayed. And I'm feeling a bit off, not so anxious, just bed bugs are really freaking me out. I have so many books, you guys, and so many clothes in my bedroom. If we get bed bugs in this flat, I don't know what I'd do. I'd have to completely go minimal. I don't even know. These are the kind of things that worry me in my life. So welcome, Jim. Hi, Steve. Hi, Will. Hi, David. I haven't even had a cup of tea, so I might take you all to make a cup of tea with me. I've done a lot of talking quite quickly. How about you all tell me how your Sunday, how your weekend's been? Jim, I don't know, but when they come to treat bed bugs, they come and they we'll put this laptop down gently. When they come to treat bed bugs, they come and they put pesticides and stuff in your bedroom and wherever there are bugs. But they can hide. They like crevices. They like cracks in the skirting board. They lay eggs. Now, those of you who've known me since 2020, one of my first panic attacks happened when we had weevils in this house, and weevils don't really do anything. They're just freaking gross. And my friend Naomi, who also is one of the writers of St. Kilda, which is an amazing radio drama, she came around to collect me. And Naomi hates bugs too, but I was literally just on the sofa oh my God, I think I've got bed bugs. And no, I was on the sofa and I couldn't move, and I was panicking and crying because we had weevils. So when you have anxiety, things like a potential bed bug infestation really freak me out. Even if I'm thinking practically, all that would happen is I'd get a guy in, I'd have to pay hundreds of pounds to get them to try and spray everything and make it non-bed buggy. I'd have to, go to the laundrette with about 1 billion bags and everything and throw shit away. And then if that didn't work, I'd do it again and eventually it would get sorted. But my house is full of stuff. That's the problem. So one good thing is I'm going to try and just throw out loads and loads of stuff. But I do have too many books, Jim. It's crazy. Hello, welcome, David. Welcome, Aztec. Welcome, Clive. Yeah, we will. But the thing is, the poor neighbour who had the police come round. So basically someone was trying to get in her door and she was like, hello, hello. And then 2 men ran off. So she ran down to the lobby. Her husband was coming in and there were police there for something else going on in the building. So they came to her flat and they checked everything out, blah, blah, blah. And I said, did you get a crime reference number? She went, no, because they were on a different crime. So they said they'd email me one. I was like, everyone who lives in London knows the police here. They've got a lot on. So I was just like kind of despairing. I was thinking, why didn't she get their bad number? And she was like, Mira, don't worry, they were really nice. They came to the flat, they took pictures, they had their body cams on. They're going to have to explain for that. But this is the issue when you have anxiety. Just imagine the worst. Okay, now I'm bringing microphone, cup of tea, and laptop back. This is my wall of, over lockdown, I was on my own, and all my friends and relatives sent me things to cheer me up. So this is, my niece has made me this, and it says Yoda best. And the Yoda you can see is my niece's footprint. And then that's pictures from my cousin's wedding. That's my littlest godson, Tommy. Those two pieces of art to my right are by one of my favorite artists. When I was young, he did a book that was a treasure hunt across all of the UK. And as an adult, we became friends and I modeled for him. This is me in the Back to the Future car. And then Zelda stuff. A friend drew a rose that I saw that I liked. I can show you that side later. I just need to get over back to the desk with a cup of tea. Anyway, welcome to 4 hours in Mira's life. I guess the problem is, really, I've lived in this flat for like 12 years. I've got my amazing flatmate, Fiona, but I'm responsible. And it's really scary when things go wrong in your flat and you're the only one sorting it out. And when I was very little, when I was a small, my dad used to help me fix everything. And sometimes I just like, I can do this. I'm an independent woman. I can sort everything out. But life is just very relentless. And I feel like I've been saying for 3 years, I just want a month where everything's chill. I just want 2 weeks when nothing pops off. I just like a week. And, you know, it's like when Ukraine happened and I was thinking, oh my God, you know, at least it can't get any worse. And now we have all the conflict in Gaza. And, you know, this is why when I was a small child, I just read books. You know, life was scary. So I was in my books. So it's great that we can come here on a Sunday scary evening. I'm so sorry that you had to all deal with that. Thank you for listening. I appreciate that was probably like 5 minutes that you didn't need. And I apologize for being late. Okay, so how's everybody in the comments? Aztec Jaguar, what did you think about the Old World Warhammer book video? Ignorant Armies. Some people got cross with Ian in the comments because they said he didn't take it seriously enough. And they said I did really good research. So that would make me laugh so much. That never happens. Normally Ian is like copious notes. And I was like, yeah, so that was funny. And then these are 2 comments from the Arbeiter Ian Mirror Manga video that went out today that really made me laugh. Another one that made me laugh was it's Arbiter, not Arbeiter Ian, which is like lol, because obviously we know that, but it's funny. So this is a comment from that video. If you haven't seen the video, it's called Ignorant Armies from 1989 Warhammer Book Club with Mira, and it's on Arbeiter Ian's channel. So someone wrote a comment. Sorry, this comment isn't about the vid per se, but if you two aren't dating, then you should. You both seem to have an attraction to each other, more than just Warhammer. Sorry, just couldn't see past the vibes in this vid. Like, I do love Ian. Like, I would do anything for Ian. He doesn't need anything. He's the most independent man in the universe. He's so capable. He has so much going on. But I absolutely adore him and love him as a friend. And I think he's gorgeous and attractive and handsome and all that. But we've just known each other too long, 20 years, and it's just not that vibe. So, but that comment made me laugh so much. And then this was brilliant. So this is about the Arbeiter Ian Mirror Manga, you know, Ignorant Armies video. And they wrote, the Kirsty and Phil of the Warhammer world, entertaining as always. And for those of you not in the UK, Kirsty and Phil do an interior design show. They're very middle class. And I quite like that, being the Kirsty and Phil of the Warhammer world is fantastic. So there you go. So Clive, thank you for all the practical advice. I will advise my neighbour to get hold of the police. The thing is, I love my neighbour, but she's scatty AF and I'm way more like pedantic. So yeah, that's my control issues. Robbie, hello. How are you? I need to get you all something and show you what Robbie got for us. So Robbie sent me this rather magnificent unicorn robe. It's like a snuggly jumper style thing. So yeah, thanks, Robbie. I love it. Robbie, amazing. Most people send me Warhammer books. Robbie saw into my soul and sent me a cuddly unicorn. So that's amazing. Like, imagine if this gets bed bugs, I will be Devo. Okay, so Heartless Ninny, hello, welcome. I wasn't robbed. Some baddies came into the building and I'm just moaning about our building. The people who are security for our building are not very nice to us sometimes. So Clive's put, just ring the police and add to the incident number that there's CCTV footage and the name of the officer in charge. I will ask her that, Clive. I hope she got a number or a name. I doubt she did because she's less detail focused. She's less, what's the word? Paranoid, stressed out and anxious than me. No bed bugs. I know a great spray you can get. Got rid of fleas in my house a while ago. Can just spray in case. That's a great idea, Robbie. I have got a spray. Let me show you my spray, Robbie. I feel like I'm addressing a lot of this stream to Robbie. So have this. How YouTube influencer is this? A bed bug and dust mites killer. Now, I haven't used this yet because I think this would make me feel less anxious, but I don't want to help them build up their immunity. See how twisted my brain is? Anyway, hang on. Now the bloody unicorn's taking up most of the chair. So, Thank you, Jim, for filling in, my dear Heartless. Hi, Neil. Welcome. Welcome. Aztec, no worries. Oh, good. Only halfway through the video before I switch to this live stream. The Traitor Guardsman. Are we listening to the first Fighting Fantasy book? Turn to page 136. If not, turn to page 249. Yes, we are on page 249. Oh, Robbie, I didn't read that one. I listened to the Gothgall, or however you spell it. Is the Gothgall out already? Oh, you listened to the book. I've got it. I get it. Location. I love that. Amazing. Hi, Alex. Hi, Heartless. So nice to have you here. Yay, Robbie, unicorn cape. McDoobies, you need to read it while you're wearing. Heartless Ninny, I'm sure it's a distressing situation. Sorry to hear it. Robbie, don't spray it when you're going to be in the room. Think you have to give it an hour. Well, maybe if I go to the office tomorrow, I could just spray the shit out of my room and that could potentially kill any. Or what I read in the papers is that they're all fucking immune to everything now. And do I, there's so many clothes and things in my bedroom. Do I just focus on the fucking bed? Anyway. Oh, Dave Kruger! Dave Kruger just became a member, having listened to like 15 minutes of my tragic life and looked at the fun stuff that my friends have bought for me to stick up on my cupboards in the kitchen. David, God bless you, sir. Yay, giving you all the emojis this evening. The other exciting news is I bought from Steam the game version of this. And yay, Neil, you are the map master. Yeah, I bought the game on Steam and it's really disappointing. It doesn't follow the story. And it's basically you just go through rooms and fight. There's a lot of combat and it was boring AF. So then the other thing I thought was like, are these on Kindle and like Apple books as books that we could read together from my screen? And I don't think they are published as ebooks, but that would be another thing. So yay. Yeah, there is a Steam version, and I figured out how to stream from OBS. So in future, I can try and do that and stream from OBS and show you stuff on my screen. But I'll do some practice runs first. So I'll do unlisted ones, and then people who want to join on that can join in. So before we go on, is everybody else all right? Is life all good for all of you? Just want to check in. Everyone feeling okay? Anyone need some extra love, or we need to look out for you? We all need to make sure we look after Neil, who gets a lot of stress from all of us for being the map finder. Hi, I am so scared to pronounce that name. It looks like Keprin. Hello, welcome. But is everyone okay? Just want to check in. If anyone's having a bit of a wobble, just write I'm wobbly, and we can all send you lots of love and look after you. Because the other thing I'd like to say is my life is good. I have friends, I have a job, I have a home, and a lot of my worry and the reason my life can be upsetting is because I get in my head. So I am okay. We're all okay. I'm good. McDoobies has no bed bugs, and Heartless is all good. Just a regular amount of wobble. I think many of us just live on a wobbling frequency. Traitor, Demons of the Deep, and Vault of the Vampire are my favorite books. And Robbie has a new dog called Jasper. Amazing. I love it. Yay. Life is very hard and or disappointing, but this is just so wholesome, and that really helps. David, I feel for you. Life is rough right now. Hey, Sean, welcome first time. Sean, you just missed a lot of nonsense. Hi, Neil. I really was feeling down, and I knew that I literally ran in through everything, like had a shower. You all made a cup of tea with me, and I'm here with all of you, and it's going to be okay. Just for the next hour or so, we're going to be okay together. Okay. Hi, Simro Dave. Welcome. You know, we're missing Somicron. Somi's normally here. My name uses 2 scripts that aren't English friendly, and I'm sorry for that. Just write how you'd like me to pronounce your name. There are 30 people. We haven't started adventuring. I'm really scared to have this wrong because I have a post-it note that says we're on 262, but I've also put my lottery ticket on the dwarves one. I feel like we were here, right? We'd encountered the dwarves. I hope so. I am trying really hard to win the lottery, because if I do, I can buy a really big house, and it can be like a commune, and it can be like a safe space for just good people who are going to look after each other. We're with the dwarves. Absolutely. The room opens and you find yourself in a small, smoke-filled room. Sitting in the room around a wooden table are 4 tiny men, each about 1 meter tall, but all are apparently fully mature, with weathered skin and long bushy beards. Now, you know, I'm not as big as a fan of dwarves as I am of the elves, but, you know, I'm partial to a dwarf. Let's see how these ones treat us. They are cursing, laughing, and joking as they play a card game. Each one is leaning back on his tiny chair, puffing a long clay pipe. On the table are a number of copper coins and 4 mugs of ale. As you walk in, their merriment stops. They're on their guard, but don't appear to be too dangerous. One stands up and makes some comment about your lack of manners, not knocking before you came in. The others nod their agreement. Do you? 1. Chat to them and try to befriend them. 2. Apologize, bow, and leave the room. 3. Offer to join in their card game. 4. Draw your sword and go for the leader. Now, just a point here, Neil. It says, if you've already been in this room, you find it empty, which means we're still lost in the labyrinth. So let's be aware that we need to keep an eye on where we're going. And can everybody please try and help Map Master Neil, who is, you know, he was solid last week, but we had to cheat a bit. We need to protect Neil, the Map Master. So I'm going to put our options in. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. The other thing I should get is a little book stand. And then I could put the book on a stand while I'm chatting. But, you know, it would be great if I could meet someone like Arbiter Ian, who wasn't a really old friend, who put up with my silliness and unicorns and supported me in my hobbies and could help me banish bed bugs were they to appear. We both agreed if I haven't found somebody by February, he'll do a dating video for me on his website. Not sure how good of a good idea that is. Could go horribly wrong. Why couldn't I just have a Primark boyfriend? Offer to join in. Actually, I'm okay without a boyfriend. It's just when stuff's rough, you want someone to go and get the bed bugs. I don't have bed bugs. I'm just paranoid about getting them. God, that's taken me 5 days to type. Okay, let's start the poll. Whew. Heartless Ninny's found a map with reference numbers. Heartless Ninny, stick that up on an imager and share the link somehow. Okay, so the Traitor Guardsman says, classic artwork, love it. We do love Nigel's artwork. Robbie, definitely with smoking dwarves. Liam, dude, if you fill your flat with ants, they will eat the bed bugs. Liam, you try and show me how that works in your place first. I am Soddink in the Discord, and Soddink, hello. That's an easier version. I hope I'm saying that right. Soddink. Neil knows where we are on the map. The Traitor says play cards. Traitor, if you pop it into the poll, it'll count as a vote. Yay, cheers to Neil. Oh, Heartless, it's not allowing us to look at the link. It's a bit of a git like that. How can Heartless message me? Do you have this is hard, isn't it? Do you have a Twitter and I could go to your username, Heartless, and then you could do like a tweet with the address and just delete it? Nige, Russ Nicholson's the artist. Who's Nigel? They must be thinking of EastEnders from the 80s. Speaking of hobbies, have you tried painting minis? Not yet, but Ian and I might have time. So I might just go and paint around his house. I'm an old man. How do I send it? I don't really do social media, I'm afraid. Heartless, I thought you were a lady because you had Heartless in your name for some reason. So lovely to have another old man join the mix. I'm an old woman myself, 46. Okay, we're going to offer to join their card game. Turn to 100. Okay, let's see. Hesitantly, the dwarfs agree to let you join in. As you play and chat, they loosen up, and eventually you're all laughing and exchanging stories. They seem quite harmless. You may play cards either fairly, or you may try to cheat. If you wish to play fair, turn to this page. If you wish to cheat, turn to another. Now, you'll know that I am too nice, and I would like always not to cheat. But this is your time. You get to say what we're doing. So much for Draw Your Sword, 8%. So which Primark do you go? Are you on my Discord, Heartless? So which Primark would you wish to go on a date with and why? I would like to go on a date with Fulgrim before he picked up the magic sword and say, don't do it. Stop. But I don't think he'd listen to me. He'd probably skewer me on his bloody statue. I would be dead. I don't know enough about the Primarchs yet. Probably a boring one because they'd be reliable. We're not rolling dice for fighting, Traitor. We did do that, but it was a long time ago. I think I bought this book before you were born. It was my school poster for my monthly book club, and you paid your money for it to get it. And when I got it, I dropped my bacon sandwich. Hi, Gary. Welcome. Gary just joined my Patreon. Thank you so much for the support, Gary. Welcome. No traitor. We are invincible. So, yay, we're going to be fair with these dwarves. Let me see if I can find a link to my Discord. I don't think I can do that. I think it's all tied up with my Patreon, my Discord as well. Just trying to think of a way for Heartless Ninny to be able to share a link with us, because I can't figure out a way to do it. Heartless, how did you get this map? Was there a website you found it, or did you search something in particular to find it that we could all search? Mira, have you looked into any of the Warhammer RPGs? Asking because of the books in the background. Funnily enough, Ian has been talking to me about doing a Warhammer RPG. That's all I say. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I think I should probably find a way to let YouTube members get on the Discord and Patreon. So we'll figure it out. Gary, I cannot do spoilers, or Ian he'll use his, I don't know. Yeah, he'll just crush me and you will never see me again. Okay, so we're going to play fairly and turn to page 346. You know, normally Jim would help us with technical stuff here. Jim's probably putting the kids to bed. Okay, the luck of the cards may or may not be with you. You have two choices. You may leave all luck to the cards. Throw 2 dice. If the number's even, then you lose this number of gold, or all your gold if you don't have enough. If the number is odd, then you win this number of gold pieces. Alternatively, you may use your luck to help you win. Okay. I think we're going to say that we win 2 gold pieces because we're not playing very properly. And it also says we can add 2 luck points. So we're going to say we've won, we've added 2 luck points and 2 gold. And then we leave. Okay. Oh, this is cute. You and the dwarves chat about various things and they seem eager to be friendly. They feel lonely in the dungeon with so much evil about and are happy to speak to visitors of a lawful disposition. That's us. They tell you that you're in the maze of Zagor. The only way out is to go deeper into the dungeon. They tell you that the way to go through the maze is leave the room, turn right, left, keep going straight, and then they begin to get a bit vague. They're not entirely sure it's correct. Well, they bloody don't know, or they would have left. You may, if you wish, eat a meal from your provisions, but you will have to share it with them, and thus will only gain half the normal stamina points. Eventually, you thank them and leave the room. Go to 291. Okay. You are standing in the middle of an east-west corridor. To the east is a dead end, which you can investigate by turning to 315. To the west is a familiar junction. To go this way, turn to 52. Another passageway, quite a short one, leads off to the north and ends in a large wooden door. If you wish to try the door, turn to 227. Yes, McDoobies, they sound as clued up as us. Oh my God, is that the horrible new artwork? Not the black and white art. We've still got black and white art. It's all good. So Heartless Ninny did an image search for Warlock of Firetop Mountain solution. So maybe if others could do that, or Heartless, we're on page 291. Which way should we go? Yes, or Map Master Neil. Where should we go? Where are poor Neil? We did this to him all last session. We were like, Neil, where do we go? I'm going to see if I can do the same as Heartless and share the imager link. Duh, why don't I do that? Okay, I'm looking at images. I think I found it. I found a whole solution, you guys. It's properly cheating, though. I'm just trying to find the image, though, because there is like a map. How can I've got to this page? Go back. Sorry. Map. It's opening, everybody. Let me copy this link. Copy link address. Okay. Let's see if everybody else can open it. Okay, I've got the map with references. Hold on one sec, I have a mouthful of food. What are you eating, Heartless? Oh, David, whereabouts do you live? Are you in the UK? Are you playing online? Luke Lloyd, she thinks she's found it? Hamburger. Oh, I'm so jealous. I want hamburger. That sounds so nice. I'm going to have a curry this evening. Is anybody having any joy opening this map? It's just circling for me at the moment. Germany. Oh, yes, of course, David. Yes, we've done this. Yes, you're Germany. Yeah. Well, I know what you mean. It's hard to find good role players and things. Okay. English people calling chicken sandwiches chicken burgers always trips me up. Simro Dave, nice. What type of curry? It's a Tesco curry, Simro. Yay, very colourful and has page numbers. It's not opening for me in Chrome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a poll and we're all going to vote which direction we go in. So talk amongst yourselves. So weird thinking that you guys are all seeing my typing face. Okay, so our options are north and a wooden door, west to a familiar junction, or investigate a dead end to the east. We are on page 291. That's correct, Neil. Oh, 100% immediately to east. Now north is winning. My 8-year-old daughter asked if she can join me playing and painting 40K. I'm so proud of her. I'm going to get out all my firstborn Marines and let her practice and improve her skills. That's so cute. I love. I really, really want to visit beautiful British Columbia. And I really wanted to do the road trip where I meet my friends in LA and then just drive up the coast and go Portland, Seattle. That's a dream for another day. For when we make our millions, everybody. We need a choice. What Neil says. West. We want to go west. Oh God, but 11 people have voted out of 27. And there's 12 votes and only 25% have said west. So now we have to choose between. Okay, let's start a new poll. I'm just going to put up some brackets in here. Okay, so we have a new poll. Here we go. Let's see what we all think of this. That's quite a long drive, but utterly gorgeous. But heartless, the idea would be that I have enough money to just take like months off and have a long drive. Although every time I've driven in North America, I have crashed the car. When I went to California in July, I crashed twice. And I crashed into the owner of a restaurant we were eating at, which is quite the encounter. Side note, my wife really wants Lush shopping list for Baldur's Gate 3 characters. I haven't played Baldur's Gate yet because there's too much fighting. But if you or your wife tell me your favorite character, I'll get my friends to help me imagine up a list. Jen, I should at least attempt to be productive. Also me, Mira is on to the live chat. Jen, what are you doing? Could you listen to us in the background? Gary, it's the dream drive from LA at 101 to Washington, one day. And I'll get to see those really amazing huge trees that are bigger than huge trees, redwoods. I'd love to see the redwoods. Lush list for June characters. Well, there's no water in Arrakis, so there's that. Okay, so everyone is saying listen to Mapmaster Neil. Great. So I think we've done the right thing. And he says we need to go west. So we're going back to that familiar junction, page 52. Oh, this is a T-junction where a passage to the east comes off a north-south corridor. Do we go south? Check for secret passages on the way southwards? Go north? Check for secret passages on the way north? Or go east? This is a 5-option thingy, you guys. So I can only do 4 options. Oh. Secret south. Well, we don't want to go east because we've just come from east, so that's good. Okay. Oh, gosh. Add an option. So this is just how I write secret because I think it's funny to pronounce it this way. So we can go south. We can go south and check for secret passages. We can go north. We can check for secret passages and go north. David, I've been playing with the same group of people for about 7 years now, which is nice. Yay. Okay, everyone is saying north. What are we close to, Heartless? We only need one option, what Neil says. I know, Robbie, but that would take away the whole illusion that we're doing this together as a gang. And I think it's quite interesting to still see what everyone would want to do, right? So, lunkheads. Heartless has lunkhead buddies. Okay, we're going north. 354. How's Alex? Alex, you're kind of quiet this evening. Are you good? How's Simro? 354. 354. Okay. We're standing at a bend in the passage where we can go either west or south. Again, we can check for passages or we can just go directionally. So we'll do west, south, west, secret pass. And I know we've had this conversation before, but do the later books, are they all this mazy or are they a bit more fun and encountery? Different things happen? Because this does feel a bit dry. I'd love to read out more exciting stuff to you all. Someone's written, theoretically, we could wrap up today, theoretically, and then go on to Citadel of Chaos, which we did start, but we never finished. And there are 24 people watching and helping us play today. So we don't want to take all the choice away from them. There might be some people here who actually want to play properly. This is the only maze like this. This was a very much a prototype. The later books are much better. Alex, I'm so glad you're here. I'm sorry you're not feeling so good. Sending you a heart to feel better. Yes, take good care of yourself, especially with COVID around. Okay, so we have the poll has decided west secret passages. To be fair, Jen says if we fight badly enough, we could end at any time. So we're going to do west secret passages. Return to page 14. Let's see what it says. 14. There are no signs of any secret passages, but you suddenly hear footsteps coming toward you. To find out what is coming, turn to page 161. You must fight this creature. Okay, so we either fight a goblin, an orc, or a gremlin, a giant rat, a skeleton, or a troll. Oh, I'm not doing that. We're going back. We're going west. Turn to 308. Yes, Robbie, I like that. We'll play properly when we're out of this bloody maze. We've been in this maze for 4 weeks, haven't we, together? And then I got it wrong and I made us do loads again. Okay, so we go west, which takes us to 308. You're standing at a crossroads. To the west, the passageway goes on a few meters and turns northwards. To the north, the passageway ends at a door. To the east, the passage continues and eventually turns southwards. Looking south, the passage goes on as far as you can see. We've been here before. Oh no. West, north, south, or east? Jen, you'd be a terrible horror movie character. You're supposed to run towards the creepy noise. Have you met me, Jen? I think my whole unique selling point is that I'm a scaredy cat. I'm scared of everything. You know, in the old days, like if I was a Victorian woman, they would have said, this woman is hysterical. Send her to an asylum. I mean, I probably would have been in chains and tortured and experimented on or sent to a sanatorium. Like, I'm freaking nervous. I'm a nervous lady. That's what we do. Okay. So, Caprice. Hey, I recognize that profile picture. Caprice, you like a lot of my Instagrams. So thank you very much. I recognize that picture from my Instas. He's a liker. Heartless, those enemies are all flunkies anyway. Neil is saying south. Heartless Nini, if we want to cheat our way clean out of the maze, I think it's a viable option. I did when I was a boy anyway. So Heartless is saying west and Neil is saying south, and they both have maps. Jen, to be fair, as I said, I love you really. You're the sensible person. Jen, I love you too. If we were in a horror movie, I'd make us leave together. I'd be like, we're going somewhere well lit. We're going to go to a shopping mall. We're not going anywhere creepy. We are going to be where there are lots and lots of other people. We're not going to look in any mirrors. We're not going to do any chanting. We're going to just sit and have a nice hamburger and a chat. End of the movie. Okay. So Neil, I'd love to navigate out of the maze. I'd love to. So we can do this. We've got 2 maps on the go. Let's just try and get out of the maze together. So we are on reference 308. And Neil is suggesting we go south here, which would take us to 160. Chris, do not invoke zombies. Don't say the Z word. Zombies. You know, a lot of people are like, I have a plan for zombies. Okay, we're going with Neil to 160, everybody. So my plan for zombies is I'd get a minibus. I would go and pick up all the spa therapists that I work with because they're all really kind, lovely people who just want to take care of people. I'd get them in a minibus and we'd go hide somewhere. And when the zombie apocalypse was over, we would start a new society just with spa therapists because they're all really kind. Now, what would happen is a villain would come along and be like, you're weak. We're going to kill you all and take your resources. But in my mind, we'd be the only survivors. And then we just have a really loveful community and just have like a utopian existence. But if a zombie thing actually did happen, I'd be one of the first to go. And I would not like to be a zombie. So I might like be one of the people that there's a load of zombies running towards you and I just jump off a building going, ah. Now you know. Okay. Okay, so everyone is saying go with Neil. Jen says, I remember someone talking about women in black and pointing out that Mr. Potter hears a noise in an empty house and doesn't stay in his well-lit room. I was watching Trixie and Katia watching The Haunting of Bly House on Netflix, and they were like, why has she gone for a cup of tea in the dark? Who walks around in the dark, turn the lights on? This is a problem in horror movies. Just send you to the doctor for 2-finger relief for hysteria. Facts. Oh no, PG-13. Heartless. I thought we went west while looking for secret doors. We did. We did go west then, I think. Philip, forgive me, what's a spa therapist? Someone who does like spa therapies, like massage and sound baths and reflexology, Philip. A zombie cannot legally bite you without your consent. That's good. I already know who I'm going to eat first when the zombie apocalypse comes. There's a secret door to the west, I thought, but again, go with Neil. We tried the secret door and we found enemies, remember? So then I turned back, or was there a secret door and we were meant to kill the enemy and go through that? Because I just turned back without checking. So maybe I fucked us. I think I've probably fucked us. Anyway, let's see what happens. You follow a long, narrow passageway which goes south, then east, then south again until you eventually find yourself at a crossroads. Turn to 267. Oh no, we've been here before. You stand at a crossroads. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh Lord. Whenever something sad happens, I just hear this song in my head. I went down to the river to pray. Just praying, like, what now, Mira? How did you mess us up this time? Although it could be Heartless just messing us up too. One of the two of us is confusing the others. You know, stand at a crossroads. Neil says, no, we're good. David, I would only exist in the dark if I could. I would love to be one of Gaunt's ghosts. David, which one? And why would it be Milo? No spoilers for Gaunt's ghosts. If I find out Milo dies, I will probably stop reading the series now. Heartless says, oh, he might have been mistaken. Philip says, oh, sorry, now I realise. It's not a dumb question, Philip. You don't come on to a Fighting Fantasy Warhammer YouTube and expect to talk about smart therapists. You're fine. Neil says south. Yeah, it is a group effort. Graham, Jen, why can't we have a Naught Road for once? We're going to go south, people, and we may get to the Warlock. Is everybody excited? You set off south along a cobbled passageway. It swings west, then south, then west again until you find yourself at a three-way junction. You can go north, west, or east. Okay. Let's start a poll. Are we just not going to do polls till Neil's got us out of the maze? That's an option. No. Okay. So Neil is saying north. Yay, 100% north. I made a D&D character who's an original ghost, inspired by Milo and McCall. Love, love, love. Chris, I adore fighting fantasy. Used to have a nearly complete collection till it became collateral damage in my house's attempt to kill me with damp and mold. But this maze section of Warlock is a chore. Chris, that's a great sentence. This is the thing. When you have an infestation of bugs or mold or damp, the book's guts to go. And I love books. I'm absolutely devoted when my books have to go. Oh, I also got my 3 favorite books together to show you all. That was such a terrible pun. I'm so not sad no one laughed. Oh, Jen, I'm laughing in my heart. I got it now, I believe. But Neil, you're the person in charge. Heartless. I spent a lot of time completing my FF collection. The traitor says Blood Pact are one of my favorite traitors. Loyalists. So I just wanted to show you all my favorite ever books. So this is my favorite book maybe ever of all time. It's called Bridge of Birds by Barry Hewhart. And it's about the adventures of number 10 Ox. And it's really fun. It's like magical fantasy. And then there are 2 more books. 8 Skilled Gentlemen and the story of the stone. I read a lot of books in my lifetime, and this is one of my favorite writers ever. Hi. Oh my God. No, I'm fine. Thank you. My amazing flatmate just came in and offered tea. She's actually hosting a whole improv class right now. Oh, she's finished, but she looks amazing and she is amazing. That's a good thing in my life. Fiona, the flatmate. So the really sad story about this author is his publishers just couldn't boost his books. And he got really like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I can't be doing it if I've got no money from it and my publishers aren't supporting me. He's one of my favorite authors ever. He sadly died a few years ago. And I think he's one of the best fantasy authors ever. It's probably me because of the setting is weird. And yeah, and every time I see those books for sale, I buy them because, you know, these will never be printed again. But Bridge of Birds, like this and The Last Unicorn are 2 of my favorite books ever. And I know people might think they're whimsical, but the writing is really clever, funny, and also tender and makes you cry. So there you go. I just wanted to share. If I don't know if I'll ever get to talk about those books because it's a Warhammer channel, but yay, love, love, love them. Okay, so we're going to go north. I haven't met Blood Pact yet. And traitors, I don't know. I'm still an Emperor's girl right now. I just read Descent of the Angels and I think the Emperor appeared in it, but the ending of Descent of Angels like grossed me out. Kel Surprise. Dave, I love the idea of playing a ghost PC. I'd have them drifting in and out of lucidity. Yes, please check out Barry Hewhart. Tom Holt is funny. Robbie, you love your Audible. I love it. David, my other friends who I convinced to listen to the books also have their own little characters who are making their own little squad. Cute. Jen, I find it kind of hilarious that due to Brian Jacques' death, the first and last Redwall books have really similar plots. It's bad, isn't it? Okay, so we're going north. I'm turning to page 329. Can you imagine how quickly we'd finish this book if I didn't keep chatting shit? Apologies. You set off and find yourself in the middle of a north-south passageway. There's a door in the western wall of the passage. There's opposite the door is a passage going off eastwards. To the north, you can see a door some meters ahead. To the south, you can see a junction. Which will you choose? Alex, I hope you're feeling okay. If you're feeling poorly, make sure you've got something like a hot drink or soup, or you're wrapped up in a duvet to feel better. Don't be feeling all ill. Okay, we're just going to go east because we, as a group, have agreed to go with Map Master Neil. Neil, you're going to be so happy when we just have the next book and you can just enjoy. The passageway runs east for several meters and then runs north. You walk a long way northwards. You may check for secret passages along the way or simply proceed northwards. Turn to page 359. So this seems like a choice, but I would like to ask what Neil thinks. Neil's just like north. Let's just do this. 359. Let's go. The other thing I'd like to try and do is like go live, but from my Zoom, and then I could invite people on to chat with me. Like we could chat in a Zoom together. That would be cool. So 359, Neil, we are at a crossroads. Go north, go south, go east, go west. Mouse guard. I know the secret of Neem. I like that. That was a mouse themed. Yeah, Gary, it would be cool. Like I figured out OBS. I think I can try and figure out Zoom. Can you Zoom live onto YouTube or something? Because we do all my book clubs and everything on Zoom. So go west, life is peaceful there. Go west in the open air. Oof, oof. Should have started higher. Oh, first singing on the stream. 385. You travel westward for several paces, and then the passageway turns north. Some way up, you reach a junction. You may go south or west. To the north, the passage ends shortly at a dead end. If you wish to go up here, turn to page 398. See, I just think writing this must have been so dry. You know, we need 60 words on going up a passageway. I think that's a great song to sing. North and north, Heartless and Neil agree. Okay. To the north, the passage ends shortly at the dead end. If you wish to go up here, turn to page 398. Is this it? Is this the Warlock? You feel around the rock face at the end of the passage. A rock comes free and reveals a small knob with a handle on the end. Will you push it or pull it? Now this could be sudden death, people. Let's see. Neil, that bet be... Push it. Push it. Good. Do 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 do. A small knob with a handle. Walk away. Lol. Oh, Alex, you're feeling bad, but not that bad. That's good to know. Sense of humor is there. Simro, we really need to duff up this warlock after that maze. I know. Yes, Capri, salt and pepper time. Do 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 do. Oh, it's hard to sing actually on its own. Okay, everyone is saying push, probably because we sang the song. So if we now die, that's Salt and Pepper's fault. Will you push it? Turn to page 364. As you push the knob, a small stone doorway slides open. You can either ignore it and return to the junction, or you can climb through. You must make your decision quickly as the door shuts of its own accord in a minute's time. Ooh. Well, I would suggest that if one is to find a door, they should enter said door. But we have been bitten in the arse by this before. But I just want us to make a group decision. So if we do die, and of course we won't properly die because we're cheating, but it will be a group decision. Oh, crikey. I'll have some tea while you're all voting. Can you hear me gulping? Because I think that's gross, and I'm sorry if you can. I have quite a milky tea, which is also quite gross. David, I almost just vomited. Life sucks. David, why are you almost vomiting? Are you sick? I'm worrying about David and Alex now, and the bedbugs and the burglars. Chris, how far through this book can we get solely by depending on 80s references? Let's find out. The Traitor. I'm sure this entire book is a maze inside a mountain. And also the Traitor Guardsman. We realise that the reason the book, the place we're adventuring in is called Firetop Mountain is not because it's a volcano, but because the bushes and trees at the top of the mountain are orange. WTF. Okay, Alex has got Lemsip. Good, Alex. You take good care of yourself. David, if you're very, very sick, you should go and find like a nice cool place, put your head against the tiles in the bathroom or something, and don't stay with us and feel sicker. Look after yourself. Okay, so we're going to go through this door. Turn to page 373. Okay, no big shakes. It just says you're at the south end of a north-south passageway at a dead end. Did I get that wrong? We go through and it says 373. Oh, if you go northwards, you will reach a crossroads. Turn to page 85. Thank you, Heartless. You are at a crossroads. Oh my God. Another crossroads. Come on. Where do we go now? At least we haven't been here before, says Neil. Okay. So we are going to go north. 106. It's okay. It's okay. The passageway ahead runs northwards for some time. You may rest along the passage. It then bends to the west and begins to get quite narrow. You reach a small rocky arch, which you will have to stoop to get through. On the other side of the arch, you pause and look around. You're in a large cavern which disappears into distant blackness. The cavern is partially lit by a natural light which streams in through a hole in the roof. You cannot see a way through. As you shine your lantern around the cavern, you hear a rumble. A dull glow flickers in the blackness. Suddenly, a jet of fire shoots from the depths of the cavern, narrowly missing you and singeing the mossy growths on the wall. You throw yourself on the ground and look up to see a large dragon stalking out of the darkness towards you. Smoke curls from its nostrils. Its scaly red skin glistens with an oily covering. The beast is some 15 meters long. How will you attack the creature? Whenever I read a line like that, I always hear Spinal Tap in my head. And I just hear the manager of Spinal Tap saying, the triptychs alone are over 6 feet tall, describing Stonehenge to the designer that got Stonehenge wrong and made a mini version. So whenever I read, the beast is some 15 meters long, I hear that Spinal Tap quote in my head. And this says, smoke curls from its nostrils. Its scaly red skin glistens with an oily covering. So we have two options here. 1, draw our sword and prepare to attack. 2, search your memory for another means of attack. I'm going to search our memory because I'm not a fighty by nature. 126. Does the name Farigo di Maggio mean anything to you? If not, you must fight the dragon. Okay, let's fight the dragon. Yeah, I love Spinal Tap so much. They were definitely padding the page count at this point. Yes, Chris, I agree. Strong, sweet, milky tea. I don't have sugar in my tea, Traitor. I'm sweet enough already. It's one of my favourite jokes I've used since the 70s. None shall pass. Memory is the way to go. If this was Spinal Tap, the dragon would only be 1.5 meters long. Exactly, Gary. Exactly. Say that you recognize the name. Are we properly cheating now, people? 100%. We're just going to say we know Fabio DiMaggio. We didn't meet. Who did we meet him? Anyway, I'm going to just lie and do what you tell me because you are my people. 126. Did we have this encounter? Okay, we're going to say it does. We're going to say it does mean something to us, the name. You remember DiMaggio's small leather-bound book and silently mouth the spell contained within its pages. Why Why did we miss this? I would have loved to meet Fabio DiMaggio. Or maybe it was a corpse and we would have taken the book from the corpse's dead hand. You shout loudly at the dragon and it stops in its tracks. Oi, dragon! It cocks its head to one side and eyes you suspiciously. You fling a stone at its head and the rock bounces off its nose. The beast lets out an angry cry and breathes deeply, a roaring sound being created from within its throat. The dragon exhales, and from between its teeth, you can see another fireball building up. You prepare yourself, and as the ball of flame comes from its mouth, you cry, Echillerif, Ecamerif, Eriferif DiMaggio. The fireball continues no further. With an agonized scream, the dragon tries to shake the flames from its snout, but there the burning continues. Squealing in agony, the dragon turns its back and leaps into the darkness, flailing its head from side to side. Turn to page 371. Wow. Well, that was pretty freaking damn cool. Let's just take a moment. High five for the Fabio DiMaggio. Yes, that was a great idea. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. McDoobies, he's our best mate. Simro, I think we crossed the cheating line a while back. Hee. Yeah, I agree. Gary, with a dragon in the room? Of course we're cheating. Lol. And Neil, it's a better storyline. Yes, Neil, much better narrative. Great. That's one of my favorite in the whole book. I'm sure he was in the chat once, Robbie. Yes. Chris, I don't think they put in traps for cheaters this early on. Like there was never a person by that name. You die a cheater's death. Luke. Wasn't he the Arsenal left back in the late 90s? Cuckoo, Camus, Joe DiMaggio. Can you decipher the spell? You know, I never did. Fabio DiMaggio sounds like someone trying to convince people they're Italian. Read it backwards. Oh, shit. What was it backwards? Oh, I've lost the bloody page now. Erif must have been fire, right? Oh, I want to know what it said. What was that? What was the dragon page? Does anyone remember? Someone mentioned Vault of the Vampire earlier. I couldn't work out that riddle earlier. Is that another fighting fantasy book? Okay. So let's just go back to the spell and see what it was backwards. So the spell I read out was Achillerif, Ecamerif, Eriferif DiMaggio. So that would be fire like, fire make, fire, oyagam id. There we go. You wouldn't survive the TV series Nightmare. I just put my Nightmare jumper in the wash at 60 degrees because I'm scared of picking up bed bugs, and I think I may have wrecked my Nightmare jumper. So sad. Okay, so that is what the riddle said backwards, so that's good. How many times do we think Fabio burnt his hair before the spell worked? Many times. Chris, I think that was the lyrics of a Black Lace song. Alex, oh my God. Nightmare, what a show. Fire like, fire make, fire. I wonder if I can show you on my phone. I got the last jumper made by an artist called Jim Will Paint It. And he got told off for selling it because of copyright. And I've literally put it in the wash at 60 degrees because I'm thoughtless and stupid. So I'm pretty unhappy with myself about that. But I wonder if I could show you a picture of the marvelous Nightmare jumper because I was wearing it today. Yeah. That's my jumper. It's my 16-year-old godson. It was his birthday today. That's why I was on the train coming back from seeing him. And beneath the Nightmare, it's a picture of Traegard. I'm the great Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. Traegard was an absolute legend. I know I have a picture of myself with the actor. And my friend Paul does a live show of Nightmare and he let me be on stage and participate. Jen, when I grew up, I had the fun of Games Master and several other quite not as good video games. Yes, Games Master was good. Happy birthday. Hugo Myatt. Yes, that's him. Lovely, lovely chap. Okay, safe for the moment. You investigate the cavern and find a passageway which continues to the west. Add 3 luck points for defeating the dragon. 274. We must be near the warlock now. You leave the cavern along a long, narrow corridor. After several hundred meters, it ends at a large wooden door which is slightly ajar. Carefully, you ease it open a little further and poke your head around the side to see what's in the room. You see a small old man sitting at a table on his own, playing with a pack of cards. He looks like quite a harmless old soul, grey-haired and bearded. He's seated. What will you do? Burst through the door, sword drawn to surprise him? Knock on the door and enter, greeting the old man courteously. Get down on all fours and try and creep into the room unnoticed. Okay, so we want to avoid spoilers now. We want to be real because people want to join in and play. So we're going to burst in, drawn sword. We're going to politely or crawl inside. Okay, one of these is a very creepy option. I would never be a wizard's apprentice, but I would study under Treguard in a heartbeat. Me too, Chris. Jen, I love that they somehow persuaded a serious astronomer to give cheat codes to teenage boys. Don't. Patrick Moore's death still resonates. The life force with the skull decomposing was so freaky, I know. Remember, the warlock's power comes from a pack of cards. Neil, that is a freaking down and route. That's a spoiler, Neil. That's a spoiler. Welcome to your first day at Firetop Mountain. This is your room. There's a pack of cards there if you get bored. Don't go through that door. There's a dragon there. Some people think the warlock's powers come from the gloves he wears. Oh my god. It doesn't say that he's wearing gloves. Not really. We were told that beforehand. So, okay. So I've got strong feelings that Neil is reminding us that... Who told us about the pack of cards? Yes. The warlock himself was a sorcerer of great power. Some described him as old, others young. Some said his power came from an enchanted deck of cards. Okay, we have 18 votes out of a possible 29. It's about 30%. 50% of those people want to knock and enter politely. Yes, Neil, you were quoting something from the very beginning, but I feel like you're quoting that because you have knowledge and but fair play, it was at the beginning. So 20 people have voted and 55% have... There are 30 people watching. 22 have voted and most people are saying knock and enter politely. Neil, don't tell us if it makes no difference. That will have a bearing. Neil, you've done your map mastering. Just reveal a little less. Okay. Manners cost nothing. Okay, let's be polite. Okay. So 3, 5, 6. And actually, you know what? We're playing faithfully to our character. We've been lawful, good, and kind the whole way through. The old man looks at you, accepts your greetings, and bids you sit down. You sit at the table and notice he's glaring at you. His piercing stare is becoming hypnotic. But you realize this and break eye contact. He opens his mouth to speak, and to your amazement, instead of an old man's voice, the whole room resonates to a powerful voice, which seems to be coming from the walls themselves. You throw a glance back at the man and can see him changing before your very eyes. He is of imposing height. His tattered old rags have become robes of gold and velvet. His black eyes are fixed directly on yours. He has been expecting you. And the subtitle there says, "The Warlock Ready for Battle." Oh, you're good, Neil. We love you. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Alex, it's all right, Neil. We'd be nothing without you. Gosh, are we ready? Deep breath. Neil, yep, you get the WD-40 of the week as usual. Thanks for easing our way through this maze, and we love you. Hammer that heart emoji for Warmaster Neil. Warmaster? I fucking hell, I am brainwashed by Warhammer. For Map Master Neil, we appreciate and love you. Okay, ready? Oh, look, 34 people here to join for the final confrontation. That's good timing for the most people we've had live, I think. This battle will call upon all your reserves of strength and cunning. Your adversary has disappeared and now stands at the far end of the room in front of a door with 2 locks. How will you approach him? Grip your sword firmly and advance towards him. Look through your pack for a weapon to use. Look around the room for another means of attack or defense. Oh, this is exciting. Sword. Okay, let's start the poll. Ooh, 36 people here to see the final confrontation. Oh no, I'm really sorry. It's saying ads will run shortly for some viewers in 50 seconds. Sorry about that, people. So we will delay anything exciting happening because of ads, because YouTube is an asshole. Okay, so at the moment, 53 people are saying look around the room. We have 35 viewers, just 17 votes, which is exactly half of the people are voting. Saying we'd be nothing about you reminds me of a song I probably shouldn't admit to. 22 votes has got look around the room, 60%. It's fairly solid. It's about 2/3, just under 2/3 have been voting, but it's saying that ads are coming soon. So we should probably try and wait a minute. I don't know how long ads run for. Alexa, count down 1 minute. So Robbie, what happens when you get ads? Can you skip them? Or does it just you miss out some live chat and then you have to come back and you've missed a chunk of us? What happens when you have ads? Oh God. Okay. So we've had 26 votes and it says look around the room. Missed 5 seconds is all. I have YouTube Premium as well. I abstain. I maintain a proper greeting and introduction is in order. The book is railroading us into combat, lol, Chris. If anyone is curious about that song Jen mentioned, listen to Take a Chance by Scouting for Girls. Alex, what is ads? Adverts, Alex. If you don't have YouTube Premium, some people have to sit through adverts. Robbie, did you have ads just then? Anyway, adverts are over. So, Robbie, what happens? Do you miss a chunk of us live? Alexa, stop. I'm so sorry about that, people. That is not very cool. I apologize. I'm sorry about the ads. Okay, what do they even advertise while we're on here? Is it like swords? Dragon repellent? Okay, so we're going to look around the room and see if there's anything else to help us. 389. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 289. If you're unlucky, turn to 112. We are lucky as hell. We turn to page 289. This is not cheating. We killed a dragon. We got an extra 3 luck points. You look frantically around the room, but can see nothing to aid you. Suddenly, your eyes stop on the pack of cards he was fingering as you entered, and you remember the rumors and stories the villagers and Neil told you about. The warlock's power comes from his cards. The sorcerer sees your interest in them, and you both rush for the table. You get there first. Leave those alone, he screams, or you risk my fullest wrath. But you move backwards and set fire to one with your lantern. He cries out wildly and then begins to plead with you to leave them alone. One by one, you burn the cards, and as you do, the warlock diminishes in stature. As the last card goes up in flames, he stands facing you, a broken man. My book, he croaks, and he tries to unlock the door on the far side. As you race across to him with your sword drawn, you spring at him. Resolve this battle. Woo! Oh my God. I feel so bad for burning his cards, but he was clearly going to just beat the crap out of us. So well done, us. Okay. Neil got an ad for Spider-Man. Dave doesn't get ads because you don't have premium, but Dave, maybe because it's like you're a member. David Clegg, it's obliging of the Warlock to hang on while we enter the ad break. I agree, David Clegg. Sam Davison, welcome to the stream. Hello, and thank you so much for your tip. Yay, love, love, love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm very, very grateful. I'm hoping you're enjoying the live stream. Alex, what was he doing to that pack of cards? I know fingering was an odd verb to use. Jen, is this sorcerer secretly Gambit from the X-Men? Chris, he was literally playing with them when you entered the room. Then he ran off and left them on the table. Doofus. Heartless Ninny, not the best misdirection. Neil, we didn't just kill him. We broke him. That's not how we roll, Neil. But yeah, we did break him. Lol. Okay, so we won. We're going to say we won the fight against the Warlock because we spent 4 sessions in the maze. And this is our sweet reward. If you win, turn to page 396. With the Warlock now defeated, you know your quest is almost over. You approach the door with 2 locks. There are no keys around. You retrieve 2 keys from your pack and try them in the locks. They turn. You open the door and peer around. If you have no keys, you may try and break down the door, and you will do this at the cost of almost all your stamina. Reduce your stamina by 5 and enter the room. Turn to page 242. Just take a moment. Our whole quest in this was to break into this mountain, kill the Warlock. We don't necessarily know that he's a bad dude, although we have seen some tortured creatures through his mazes, and steal his treasure. We are about to turn to page 242 and discover the treasure of the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. We are all curious as to what happens next, Heartless. 242. Isn't that odd that they end it on just that little number 242? Oh, the adventure continues. The door opens to reveal a small, dimly lit room. The walls are hung with ornate curtains laced in silver and gold. A single flame burns in one corner, throwing light on a low table in the middle of the floor. On this table is a large chest. You step up to investigate the chest, and from all around, yet from nowhere, a mysterious sound fills the room. It sounds like the rumbling of thunderclouds preparing to make storm. You approach the chest and you see that it is held shut by 3 locks. As you approach, the noise gets louder. Will you hack at the box with your sword to try to split it open, or search through your bags to see if you can find keys that fit? I think we'll search through our bag because we did pick up a load of keys. I don't know if we got all of them. During your adventure, you will have come across various keys and should have collected these. You may now use 3 of these keys to try and open the locks on the chest. Each key is identified with a number. To determine whether you have the right keys, add their 3 numbers together. Oh no. Now turn to the section which has the same number as this total. This is clever, you guys. This is games crafting, where you will discover whether you have used the correct keys. If you do not have 3 numbered keys, this is the end of your journey. You sit on the chest and weep as you realize that you will have to explore the mountain once more in order to find the keys. Now, we had a couple keys. If we hack at the chest with the sword, will that destroy it? I'm going to see what happens if we hack at the sword, just so we'll see what happens if we try that. 379. As you prepare to strike the box, the rumbling sound gets louder. You lift your sword high and prepare to strike. As your blade comes down on the box, a loud crack deafens you, and from one corner of the room, a small bolt of lightning darts through the air to the sword hilt, sending you reeling across the room. Okay, so basically, if you're lucky, you live. If you're unlucky, you die. And you still have to try and use the keys. So let's see what the comments are saying. We have to cheat here, says Neil. Steve says, keys. Chris says, oh, one of these puzzles. Heartless, I know the solution. Alex, we did get the keys, didn't we? Caprice, we've got the C's. We've got the keys. He's got the secret. Lovely. Heartless, I can tell you the number. It's easy to remember. Is it 69, Heartless? Lol. Chris Chave, Hackers, 80s reference. McDoobies, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. Amen, McDoobies. Heartless, I know for a fact we don't have the right keys, but we are cheating after all. Alex, I reckon we say the keys. And Alex is not feeling well, so I agree. We should look after sick Alex. Heartless agrees. Robbie, I'm not going into that bloody maze again. Robbie, you sent me the unicorn top and you regularly support with cash donations. So yes, agree. Lots of people who've given cash in this stream before are saying we just cheat. Yes, please, Heartless, reveal the number. I shall do a wee drum roll. 3, 2, 1. Are we ready for this adventure to end? Really? This is going to make me so sad. I feel like I'm going to miss my friends. 3, 2, 1. Remember I said, lol, is it 69? So you go 3, 2, 1, and it says turn to page 169. See, they have the same puerile sense of humor as us gamers. One by one, all the keys click and turn in the locks. You have placed them all correctly. As the last key opens, the lid of the chest comes free and you open it. Turn to page 400 to see what lies within. 400, 400, 400. 400. Your quest is over. Turn the page to discover what lies within the warlock's chest. Look at the shiny. Yay. Oh my God. Woo. Yay. Hammering the hearts. Love. Super shiny. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain is no more, and you are the owner of the Sorcerer's riches. At least 1,000 gold pieces, jewelry, diamonds, rubies, and pearls are in the chest. Hidden under these, you find the Warlock's spellbook, and as you leaf through the pages, you realize this tome is probably more valuable than all of the treasure, sorry. Instructions are given for the control of the secrets and the creatures of Firetop Mountain. With this book, unlimited power is yours and the safety of your return to the village is ensured. Or, if you prefer, you could remain as master of the domain of Firetop Mountain. Oh, yay. Oh my goodness. What an amazing... Well, the real treasure is the friends we found along the way, which is all of you. I didn't realize, but you could also choose, they had adventurer templates in the back. I never saw that before. So we could have been Vignor Firestorm or Holdar Eriksson or Ophelia Lapwing. Very cool. So well done, all of us. Thank you for joining the journey. Thank you so much for being the treasure that is a live YouTube gang that we get to hang out with every Sunday. Let's read these last chats. And if anyone has last things to say and love to share, that would be lovely. Oh, thank you so much. Alex, for your membership. Simro, thank you for your $4.99 striking the Warlock. God bless you. Oh, I'm really sad everyone's going to drop off. So let's read the messages. Jen, I'm so shocked you didn't say in the chest is a map to the bottom of the mountain where the real chest is. Amen, Jess. We're not doing a part 2. Robbie, you won't get a chance to miss this. We'll be back next week. Heartless, I hope we keep doing this. And I remember the other books a lot less. Neil, so for a bit of background, Zagor is one of the demonic 3, along with Balthus Dire from the Citadel of Chaos and Zarajan Mar from the Creature of Havoc. Oh my God, amazing. Chris, I hope the Warlock never decides to return to Firetop Mountain. Steve, go home, lol. Neil, well done, everybody. Well done, Neil, says everybody. Yay, hearts for Neil. Thank you so much, Neil. We do appreciate you. The traitor, shiny clinky gold, Gary. Well done, all. Thanks for joining, Gary. Thank you, Mira. Thank you, everybody. Aztec, thank you for being here. Really good TV. What a great name. Does a little cat kiss. This has been fun 100. Join us again, Traitor. It's been lovely to have you here. Loved the book club video today. Your face when mentioning those plants, though. Robbie, you already gave me the unicorn hoodie. I don't know if any of you missed this right at the beginning, but Robbie sent me a gift, which is a unicorn cloak. So, yay. Maybe we'll try and wear this for the next adventure. Yes, the video I did today. Alex, you're ill. What are you doing spending money on the internet? Take good care of yourself. For those of you who didn't see, Arbiter Ian put up a book club video today, which was extra fun. It's from the 80s. Which is the next book? I think we'll do Citadel of Chaos if we're going in order. I am really tempted to do one of these, but I feel like everyone would hate me forever. So we might do a special one of that, which is not a Sunday night one. Ludovico Street, stunning work. Merci, Neil. You're welcome for the nostalgia. Jen, fantasy writers and their nonsense made up names. And yes, I'm aware I'm saying that as someone who also does do that. Continue doing so, Jen. I hope so too, Jen. I hope there'll be more of this. Citadel of Chaos is next in the original numbering. Let's try and do that. Let's try and keep it going. Alex, I hope you feel better. David, if you're there, I hope you feel better. Please take care of yourselves. Like, I know the onus is on to get better, but if you need to be sick, you need to be sick. You could decide to stay in the mountain, but if you do, you're going to have to tidy the place up. You left a bloody mess there. There's not even a working dragon anymore. Chris, come again. Heartless. Yay. Haha. I have to save the unicorn for the unicorn adventures. I will do that. David, I'm happy you're here too, but take care of yourself. Steve, where did you go to eat with Ian at video's end? By the time we got out, everywhere we normally go was closed and it was raining. So we ended up in a pub eating vegan pizza. I always eat vegan when I'm with Ian because he's a vegan and I respect him. Ian always buys me dinner after book club. It's my reward for being an excellent book club buddy. Yay, get well soon, David and Alex, agree. Thank you so much, everybody. Yes, Aztec, we were going to have a special Christmas one. I wonder if I could do a Christmas Day one for all the lonely people like me. Take care, Mira. Yes, Simro. Bye, Simro. Bye, Steve. Bye, Traitor. Yay. Bye, everybody. Okay, thank you all again so much. Have a great week. Let's all look out for each other. I will let you know how it goes with bedbugs. And I'll see you all next week. Take good care, everybody. Love, 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 love. Bye. Ciao for now.